Well, fishers, we've got bucket loads of fish getting caught around us in a lot of different areas at the moment. We're really happy with it. Murrumbidgee River doesn't get much better. Go and have a look at it. It's clear, it's a perfect tide. Certainly worth chucking a line in. Whether you're bait fishing, lure fishing, it doesn't matter. Lure fishermen should be having a ball because it is clear as a bell. Absolutely amazing. The water temperature's perfect. Plenty of shrimp around if you want to get a bit of bait. Throw in a worm, throw in a yabby, chuck a spinnerbait or a hard body around. You will catch fish in the Murrumbidgee River. The surprise has been, Old Man Creek this week has been a real surprise. It's been pretty flat over the last few weeks, on and off, a few good days here and there, but there's been some really, really big cod caught on surface lures out there. One over a metre, one just under a metre, and obviously there's been a lot more that I haven't heard about caught as well. So Old Man Creek is certainly on the hit list at the moment, so it's definitely worth a bit of a venture down there. Mulwala isn't too bad, getting some reasonable reports from there, but it's a bit inconsistent. A little bit of algae in it at the moment, but we're getting some reports from the Murray system. Don't think it's going to worry the fishermen too much, but just be aware of that anyway. Getting a fair bit of activity out of Lake Albert. Trolling around, casting around, doesn't seem to matter a great deal. Getting quite a bit of activity. Also fishing off the bank with bait, very, very productive. Had some really good reports out of Burrinjuck. The trolling has been okay for the cod, but not great. But the yellow belly, definitely bait fishing, definitely using soft plastics, slow rolling around the timber, that sort of thing. You'll get some very good results. Trolling's okay, it's certainly worth the effort, but not as consistent as the other methods up there. And Burrinjuck's a pretty hot spot to be at the moment because there's a few redfin coming out of it as well. Hume Weir, a few redfin coming out of there, a lot of smaller stuff. I mean, you get your 40 or 50 for the session and you might get 10 or 15 out of them that are keepable as far as having a feed, and it's certainly worth the effort. Small blades seem to be the most consistent thing there. Getting a few on bait, that sort of thing. Yellow belly, getting a few yellows just using the black soft plastics again. Not consistent though, you've got to look around and look pretty hard for them, but anyone trying is certainly doing the job down there. Just got a report from Bondi down the coast. The marlin are moving pretty well, pretty happy with that. All the estuaries are fishing well. Even Wagga started to fire up again, which has been good because it's been a little bit on the slow slide. Wangler Dam, a little bit of activity out of there. Our top dams, Yucambine, Tantangra, Jindabyne, certainly a bit of action out there. The trolling seems to have slowed a bit, but bait fishing isn't too bad there. Getting a couple of good reports from Talbingo, which I haven't had for a while. Getting a few trout out of it and a few redfin. And guess what? We had a really big redfin weighed in the other day, 5.38 pound. Nearly hit that 6 pound mark, still got a little bit to go. Don't forget, we've had for about 11 years now a reward option. Anybody that brings in a 6 pound redfin or better, $500 cash, but we haven't seen one that big yet. After 11 years, I think maybe there's no fish that big or no redfin that big. Cross our fingers, see what happens. Well, this is the Compleat Anglers Fishing Fork for this week. We'll catch you next week.